everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. It's officially winning time in the NFL. In today's wildcard matchup, victory is the only option for these two teams. It's the Eagles going up against the Panthers. With that, we head up to Charlotte, where we'll hook up with our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis at Bank of America Stadium. Gentlemen.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Tonight, it's the NFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Carolina Panthers. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
All right, here we go. Philly, here we go. All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Wentz now on first down. And his first pass is incomplete. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets the tone for the offense.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
Here we go now.
Wentz to throw. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolding.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Following the fumble recovery, Newton. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. Back to the air, Newton on 2nd down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. And that linebacker group today could be very key.
As we were preparing for this game, you pointed out to me as we were watching film that the linebackers look like an elite unit. I agree with you totally. They move around, fly to the football, and take it away from offenses.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
Set. 180. 20. Set. 180. What is it? 20.
On 4th down, Newton. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning, and then it's about execution. So they put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it. After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
Again, Newton. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. To throw is Newton. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. And he missed it. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. So a bullet dodge there defensively. They surrender excellent field position on the kick return, but it winds up not costing them a thing.
And that's a tough sequence of events from an offensive perspective. The inability to get first downs leads to the field goal try, and the inability to cash that in leads to nothing on the scoreboard.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And a look at the defense now. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Time running out here on the play clock. Wentz now to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. And this time they go underneath for a simple pitch and catch.
And not only do you get the pitch and catch, Brandon, but you're able to keep the receiver moving when you hit him with the drag route.
Shift together here from the D-line. Play clock winding down. Wentz now on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And this one's incomplete.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way, so he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it, just move on to the next play.
Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
And onto the field, here come the Panthers. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
To me, that's a superior play by the backer because he was allowed to, I think, run free on it and make that play. His defensive linemen, they covered things down for him because offensive guys, the linemen, what they're trying to do, as you know, is block the guy at the point of attack and then climb to the next level and get the linebacker. When you're not allowed to climb, you got a free hitter, and that's what we saw there, and a really nice play resulted for them.
And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11.
Set. 180. 20.
Here's Newton now on 2nd down. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. On first down, it's Newton. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a first down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
On second down, here's Newton. He's going to air one out. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A big play there. 47 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over.
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as opposed to sudden change after a turnover, and wow, now we've got to go out there and stop people. So, yeah, there's always something positive to be gained from it.
They go play action here on first down. And that'll be incomplete. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out. Wentz will try again on second down. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. That one goes for 24 yards.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And now a first down following that long gain.
Here we go now. Back to Philly. Here we go. Over.
The play clock's running down. Now Wentz. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
2nd down following the run. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. So the offense needing 4 yards. It's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Their big tight end, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. They come out here in the eye. And they'll run it here. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Wake up! Set, what are you?
To throw on second down is Newton. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. Throwing on third down, Newton. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. From the 50, Newton. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now a first down throw for Newton. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defender's going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
Wake up!
On 2nd and 10, Newton. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Wake up. Sit. On the ball, on the ball, on the ball, on the ball. Sit. Ready? Sit up.
To the air again, Newton. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it, it seems almost effortless.
20.
Newton throwing again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
Sit. Ready? Wake up. Wake up. Gun. 180. On the ball, on the ball, on the ball. Get it. Gun. Let's get it hot.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal to go.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal.
Sit. 180. Gun.
Now Newton on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
And that was a nice play. He knocked it away, but obviously you want the interception in this situation. You want to take away any chance and they have any decision to make on 4th down. But things happen so quickly in the end zone in this compressed area of the field that you're just happy to knock it away and not allow a touchdown.
Oh, and you just can't do that. 15 yards on the roughing the kicker call.
Absolutely inexcusable. The kicker's in a defenseless position, and he just gets taken out.
And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Come on now. Gun.
They come out here in the eye.
On the ball.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
20. Set. 180.
They go play action here on 1st down. That's caught at the 1. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice gain right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. From the gun on 3rd down, Newton. And this is going to be incomplete.
The goal of anyone running a curl route is to make sure you try and get defenders on your back and shield them away from the football. But sometimes, even when you run a good route, the defense finds a way to knock it away.
And this one is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they get the field goal. The part of that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally, when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't. But really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he powers his way up past the 30. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Here we go. Boom, landed. Leopard.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here.
Over. All right, now, lucky 56. Gun.
Snap coming at 1. Now Wentz. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
3rd and 4.
Hurry up, here we go.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. To throw is Wentz. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So he makes the grab, and the chains move forward.
Nice job by the offensive line, giving them time to complete that 1st down pass.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Wentz now on first down. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
It's always a good play when you're able to bat a ball away or down, because if you actually tip it in the air, now the offense is getting a second shot at catching the football, or another receiver may come along and grab it out of the air and turn it into a big play. So if you make a play on the ball, make sure it's knocked away or down. Otherwise, there could be some jeopardy.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando, where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Larry. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
On the ball.
And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. On first down, it's Newton. He's going to look deep down the field. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down.
On the ball. Sit. 180. Sit.
Back to the air. Newton on second down. This one complete to Devin Funchess. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
A shotgun snap for Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And they're going to go soft on the corners. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And some space here. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. 54 yards. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front. And there, the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
Well, what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense. Get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. They go back to the air here after the INT. He's going to launch this thing way downfield and almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. Second down here after the incomplete pass. On 2nd and 10, Newton. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards. There were a couple holes there, partner. Was that zone coverage?
That's exactly what it was, Brandon. When you see man-to-man, that defender runs with the receiver. In this case, they were just taking care of their zone coverages, their responsibilities on the field, and the offense found the open space.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And it's a fumble. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Time running out here on the play clock. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Wentz looking for his running back, and he's got him. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it a second down. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2.
Over! Here we go now. Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They come out here in the eye. Play clock winding down. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Whenever I go to a team's practice facility and watch them work, I love to watch the defensive guys in what they call pursuit drills. The ball goes either towards them or away from them. How fast will they respond? On this play, the defensive end responded better than anyone and made a really nice play.
Watch it now, Barney!
They come up in an offset eye.
No, check,
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Gun!
They'll need to get the play off quickly. And now a carry here for their fullback. Powers over him.
Just fed him his pads, didn't he?
And eventually stopped just shy of the goal line right around the 2.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
Leopard! Now let's go!
Now they empty the backfield and motion the running back right.
Leopard!
And the play clock's running down. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he will take this one in for an Eagle touchdown. It's the fullback punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. It's good, and it's 21-10. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Now a play fake here on first down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. And they're going to speed things up here.
That was a nice completion on an out route, and those types of plays are the result of...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the fourth and final quarter of play. To throw on second down is Newton. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And the offense moving quickly to the line. And he was able to find a very soft spot in that zone coverage.
I love that term, Brandon. That soft spot where you find the open area, set up, and catch the football before the hard collision comes afterwards.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down. Throwing on third down, Newton. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Time running out here on the play clock. And they'll go on the ground. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Play clock winding down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes it looks pretty...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. They'll come out in the pistol. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And some room to work. Give him 30 yards there.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Now, nobody leaked. Big play. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now the defense definitely showing blitz here.
Here we go. Hurry up, here we go. 3 and 9 now. Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll need to get the play off quickly.
No. Check.
They go play action here on 1st down. Going up top. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Let's go. Green.
They'll try and run with their fullback. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And this offensive unit, they have to face a 3rd down and 12 now.
Let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Good. Back out of that Philly. Here we go.
The play clock's running down. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They dial up the corner blitz that time, and it delivers to the tune of a 9-yard loss. The Eagles send out their punter now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throwing left side, it's complete. It's a gain of 20 that time. And it'll be a Carolina first. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. On 1st down, it's Newton. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
On 2nd down, here's Newton. Rolling to his right. Now on the run. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and give these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. Defense showing blitz. So after the INT, here's Wentz. He's got time. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. Getting late in the 4th now, Charles. 2-minute warning just around the corner.
Yeah, some teams just want to get to that spot, take a breath, and then come out and attack for the rest of the game.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off. Stays on his feet. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Again, we'll see the pistol here.
Here we go now.
Now a handoff looking right. And he'll wind up loose. The Panthers are going to take another timeout. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Here we go.
And the wideout in motion.
Gone. Watching now, Barney.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Wentz to throw. He sets to fire deep. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. A great read, and it's picked off. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Now a first down throw for Newton. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Their dangerous wide receiver, 28 yards. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come.
Come on now. On the ball.
Going to give this time to the tailback. But he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. So just over 90 seconds to play, and this would figure to be about as critical as it gets here. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. And they just about had to get that recovery to have any chance. They only have one timeout. You look at the clock. And let's do the math here, Charles. This one's pretty much over.
Yeah, we do have a chart here, don't we, that tells us about the timeouts.
You do. I'm not as smart as you.
And in looking at it, you're exactly right. Chart's not going to help them here at all. They're pretty much done at this stage. They had to have that recovery.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. And they're definitely showing blitz here.
Leopard! Detroit! Here we go now.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain, and it's second down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Shift together here from the D-line. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with third and just a couple.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the second level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
Offense coming up, needing 2 yards on 3rd down. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. They go down to a knee, and that will do it. They are moving on here in the playoffs. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go now. Boom, landed.
Here comes the D swarming to the line. He said they were poised to make a deep run.